Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to Christopher's Entertainment Blog. I am your host, Chris, and welcome back for another review video for DC's Legends of Tomorrow. This is Season 1, Episode 13, entitled Leviathan. Well, guys, this episode was a pleasant surprise. I was not expecting this episode to actually be this awesome. Right now, as it stands, this is my favorite episode of the season. I did not expect this episode to be this at all. When they brought in the giant robots, I was shocked. I was not expecting to see any type of gigantic robot kaiju Pacific Rim thing going on. And then when Ray transformed into this giant version of himself, and he actually takes on this other robot. It was absolutely fantastic. Then we get that huge fight with those two. Wow, excellently done. I enjoyed that very much. But also I had a few other positives though besides that. Savage's daughter was a positive for me. I thought she was great. I didn't know what to expect from this whole twist of Savage having a daughter. I didn't know what they were going to do with that. And when they actually brought her into the jail, and then you had Leonard Snart taking the lead and trying to basically reverse her role from a villain into a good guy on their side, it was actually really well done. I really liked those scenes with Snart, and I guess her name was Cassandra. I actually really enjoyed those scenes, and you know, when he opened up the door and let her out, and she was surprised, and I was surprised too. I was like, well, that could be a potentially bad move. I mean, what's stopping her from, choking you or, trying to take your weapon from you? But hey, I mean, he finally showed her the video and of when Savage said that he was going to basically destroy the planet or thin the population or whatever from that other episode with Predecadent. And when she was telling him about Predecadent and all that, I was like, why don't you just tell her that you had the kid on the ship, you knew who this kid was and everything? I mean, so I was actually glad that he finally showed her the video and gets her on their side. I like that stuff. I thought the actress, I don't know the actress's name who played Savage's daughter, but she was great. I really enjoyed that stuff. And I really liked the fact that he connected with her on like a human level of it was basically a personal level between their fathers. That Snart, his father, was a terrible person, and he even told her that, and letting her know that her father is a monster as well, and then finally showing her the video and all that. I mean, it came together quite nicely, and I really enjoyed that stuff. I really liked that scene where Rip actually explains how he tried to save his family multiple times and failed, because I was wondering the same thing when Palmer said to him, we're in this time period. Why don't you just go to where your wife and daughter are and just get them? And then it's over. And as soon as I thought that, Rip actually explained that he has actually done that multiple times. And each and every time his family dies, no matter what he does. And it's really starting to piece together that, he's tried so much to save them on his own, trying to kill Savage in Egypt, then going back to 2166 to try to save his family multiple times throughout history to no avail, which is why he actually showed up then and got these legends together, because nothing he was doing by himself was working. So it actually makes sense. Let's try to switch things up. Let's go get these heroes that really don't have a lot of effect on the timeline. Aren't really going to do anything significant throughout time. Let's just get them and let's go on this mission. And it's really starting to make sense now. So I really like that scene of him explaining about all this. So I thought that was really well done. Also, I really like the fact that, Rip actually felt like this was destiny, that his family was meant to die and he can't do anything about it. And then Palmer telling him, I don't believe in destiny. I believe in choices. And really showing Rip that, you might have failed on your own, but now you have all of us, and we're going to change things. That's what I got out of it. I really like those scenes. I thought they were really well done. One of my nitpick negatives is that It's a terrible idea. Such a horrible idea that Kendra did not kill Savage. As soon as she seen that that was Carter, that was it. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing? That was a horrible idea. She could have killed Savage and been with Ray. That's who she said she wanted to be with, right? She wanted to be with Ray. She could have been with him. The curse would have been broken and it would have been over. But it really shows that she actually deep down wants to be with Carter. So now she's taken this futuristic Carter and brought him onto the ship, and now she didn't kill Savage, which they could have done. They could have ended the whole thing right there. And now he's on the ship, which is a terrible idea because he was probably figuring that she wasn't going to kill him. So now he's on the ship. He's right where he wants to be. He's a mastermind, master manipulator, and he knew this was going to happen. And it's just a terrible idea, really. But I mean, it comes down to, as soon as she seen Carter, she didn't want to sacrifice him. And then she's in that room, and Ray comes in. She's like, "We need to talk." I mean, so it's like that's over with. The engagement's off. I'm going with Carter now. So yeah, I mean, it's sad. I mean, I'm a little sad for Palmer. I mean, he seems like he's a really good guy, and it's like he's in this bad situation with Kendra and Carter and this whole destiny thing. So yeah, I mean that was probably my one nitpick negative that I had in all of this episode. Other than that, I mean. I really enjoyed this episode. I thought it was really solid. I think it's the best one they've done all season, and it was great, great action. That fight scene at the end, though, with Kendra and Savage, I thought was really well done. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for me for this quick review for DC's Legends of Tomorrow. If there's anything that I didn't talk about that you guys liked about this episode or anything you didn't like about this episode, please write in the comments below. But I will be back again next week for another review for Legends of Tomorrow. Until then, take it easy.